Well, more money, more money. You've heard me say that a bit today, and yesterday. This Saturday's $10 million Powerball must be won. It is the last big one before Lotto New Zealand flicks the switch on a major technology upgrade. Now, if nobody strikes first division, the jackpot, of course, rolls down to the next tier, guaranteeing winners. Lotto New Zealand says the timing helps ease pressure on systems and staff before the upgrade. And from September 29, all 1,140 Lotto stores will move to new terminals, bigger screens, while My Lotto users will notice design tweaks. There's a lot happening, including a shift to rolling 7-day spending limits. We will get to that. The change isn't just cosmetic. Lotto says a digital tool will flag signs of gambling harm. So upgrades are on the way, including a new app, website, change to Powerball. My gosh. With Lotto promising to revamp that'll keep the 40-year-old brand modern. Will Hine is Lotto New Zealand's head of corporate communications, and he joins me now. Hello, Will.
Hey, Leah. Thanks for having me on your award-winning show.
Well, between producer Kelly and myself, we like to say that it's just really for us, but thank you, Will. Hey, look, good to talk, my friend. When was the last time that Lotto did one of these special draws?
Yeah, so we did one in June last year, and that was a $50 million one. That was a conventional must-be one, and that happens when Powerball goes on unstruck draw after draw. It increases, it gets to 50 million, and then it must be split. That's the standard must-be one formula. The one that we've got happening this weekend is going to be different, as you sort of outlined just there. It's related to a technology upgrade, so it's fairly unique. And it is a smaller quantum. It's $10 million instead of 50. But hey, that's $10 million that must be won by someone or some people.
Let's just not sniff at that. And I mean, I know it is kind of self-explanatory, but just point out again. So if it doesn't go, it just goes down the next tier, doesn't it? Just keeps the numbers.
That's right. So if we don't have a single winner who gets all 6 Lotto numbers and the Powerball correct, then normally in a normal week that means that the jackpot rolls over and it's bigger for the next draw. But with a must be one, we say actually we're going to money actually goes down a tier to the next division. You're right, the next Powerball winning division. And if there's 6 or 7 winners in the next division down, then they get to split the prize or however many winners there are.
Oh my gosh. Let's take a look at some of the changes that are coming. We'll start with these new terminals. What's behind that? Like, what are the big changes there? What's the biggest difference that a player will notice?
Yeah, so for people who buy in store, we will have some flash new terminals that we switched on the 29th of September, and they've got, like you say, a big screen that faces the customer. They've got a scanner, a glass scanner, so that tickets and things can be scanned and read. And that'll be one of the more noticeable changes. The other piece will be that people buy in store. If they buy a triple dip, that's where you get Lotto, Powerball and Strike. Normally you'd get that on 2 tickets right now, so Strike's a separate ticket. Moving forward from the 29th, it'll all be in 1 ticket, so it's slightly easier to keep track of, slightly simpler, and of course does reduce paper waste.
I was just about to say, we're saving paper, Will. It's got to be. Yeah, good idea. Are there any changes to people that buy online with My Lotto? Will they see a change?
So the changes they'll see are fairly minor. In this case, there will be changes to the spending limits. Our headline limit can spend $150 a week on My Lotto, a maximum of $150, and that switches to 7 days rolling. So in the previous 7 days, how much have you spent? It needs to be no more than $150, whereas up until now it's been sort of a Monday to Sunday limit. So that's changing the time frame a little bit. There'll be a few visual changes as well. The big thing though is that this technology change this month gears us up and enables us to be ready to innovate in future and to deliver sort of some whiz-bang apps and websites and things in the next couple of years where people really will notice a big difference. So this change now, it is big, it's huge for us, it's a once-in-a-generation change for us. But what it means for the customer is that in a couple of years they'll really start to see those changes enabling some pretty cool upgrades.
Wasn't Lotto considering a matrix change to Powerball, which would mean increasing the number of balls in the draw. Is that still happening?
Yeah, so that's ongoing. That's happening as well, and we're still consulting with the government about that. A change of that sort is subject to ministerial approval. So right now we're talking to the Department of Internal Affairs and the Ministry of Health just about the potential for any increased harm from that and how we could mitigate that. That's part of our obligation as a Crown entity. And we continue to talk to them about that and hope to have more to say in due course.
Because I looked at this, and one extra ball would shift the odds of winning from roughly 1 in 38 million to about 1 in 42.2 million. Will, can we actually take a ball out, please?
We haven't considered that. It's an interesting idea you're floating.
Yeah.
No, we last added balls. I think it was 18 years ago. It went from 8 balls and up to 10 balls, and it's just sort of a standard thing around the world with lotteries that they do keep their main games in shape and just keep them working to the design that they were designed to be. And a big part of that is population, and as population grows, it's not uncommon to increase the number of balls. So, as I say, still working through what that would mean, but it is quite a common thing overseas. And like I said, it's been 18 years since we did it last.
Have you got any stats of how people like to buy? Is it and do people like to go in store, or is it online, or is it kind of a mix of both? Does Lotto keep that kind of data?
Yeah, we do. It's roughly 50-50 right now. So we saw a big bump through COVID with people going online and buying online because their store was shut in many cases. And so that sort of increased. And right now it's about, for every sale in store, there's one sale online, thereabouts.
Okay. And then because it is a must be one draw tomorrow for the 10 mil, how many more Kiwis are you expecting will buy tickets for the draw? Because you always see a bump, don't you?
Yeah, so we're expecting about 1.6 million tickets to be sold there or thereabouts. A fair few, yep.
Fair few.
And of course the